Matt and Martin both loved the ukulele so much, they set up their own society at Goldsmiths College in the University of London. They enjoy putting their own spin on their favourite contemporary tunes by holding weekly classes and sessions after lectures.
It's just fun. They're really interesting instruments. I played guitar for a lot of years personally, and I just got really bored of it. So this is like another kind of challenge. But it's not really much of a challenge. It's really easy to play, but it's just a lot of fun.
I think that's what. Yeah, I mean, they're like funny instruments, aren't they? The best, that's why I like it, because it's hilarious. No, they're easy as well. You can carry them about. I carry it about in my house, annoy my flatmates.
It's a good thing to start a society for as well, because it's so easy to learn. And I think a lot of people are quite interested in it. So.
Well, I agree with Martin and Matt. They're fun. You never see unhappy ukulele players. And I got one about a year ago. And since starting my course here, we have 4 assignments to do for year 1. And I decided to start a ukulele class for elderly people up in Barnet. So that's been running for 6 months.
Yeah, I play guitars for years, but I think it's pretty fun to play in a group because ukulele is suitable for a big group of people, so you can share the music with others.
One of the greatest aspects of the ukulele is its sociability. And it's here every Wednesday night at the Royal George pub in Charing Cross. Men and women, young and old, gather together for a jamming session.
Two things about the uke. One, it attracts really nice people who play it, who love, as you've said, right across the generations. The second thing about the ukulele is this is a litmus paper for musical brilliance, because if you can play a song on the ukulele, it's a good song. If you can't play it on the uke, it's probably not a very good song. I go down to the south coast, to Shoreham and Hove and Brighton. There are groups down there. There are groups in Cardiff where my partner lives, so I go to Penarth and play with them. My brother's he nicked one off me and taken it out to Manchester. It's portable. It's got 4 strings instead of 6. So it's in that sense, learning to play a stringed instrument is really easy with 4 strings.
It's almost impossible to feel unhappy when you're playing it. It's one of those kind of. It looks a bit silly, so it is can easily be mistaken for a novelty instrument. But in the hands of the right people, it's quite very musical. You can just play anything on it, country and western. Classical stuff if you know it, or like modern pop songs, just playing the right chords. And as I say, you've probably heard of the Ukulele Orchestra of Great Britain, which is what they do. They play from Beethoven to Nirvana, and it's really just fun. It's a kind of
The first thing about the ukulele is it's dirt cheap and it's good for a sing-along. That's actually 2 things. So excuse my English. So this yoke here, which is to the listener, is a beautiful hot pink, which matches the colour in my eyes. Now this particular beauty is about 25 quid new. There's a ukulele festival happening on next Saturday. They'll be selling these lads for a tenner, so it's basically a dirt cheap instrument.
I was in luck. Of all the weeks I could have made a feature on ukuleles, I couldn't have picked a better one. It just so happened that our group of intrepid ukulele players from the Royal George had decided to stage a world record attempt for the most ukuleles being played at once. Rufus, one of the organisers, told me about the planning behind the event.
Well, it's all down to Quincy, really, because the rest of us are middle-aged and cynical and we just enjoy playing. And it was Quincy who said, there's a world record, isn't there? Why don't we do it? And we all said, because there's a lot of us who work in marketing and advertising, well, this takes a lot of planning, it's going to take over a year, we've got to find a venue, we've got to get support, and so on and so forth. And Quincy, being the sort of person he is, said, oh, all right, leave it with me. And then within, whatever it is, 5 months, we've got the whole thing, got the venue, and we knew there was the groundswell of support. We knew there were lots of ukers, we see them every week in London, and it was really then that it got a bit collaborative, and we all said, yeah, let's try it.
I was in ukulele heaven. Over 800 participants had popped down with their ukes. There was no way I wasn't taking part in this. I bought a uke from the store, and with my mic under my shoulder, I took part in a rousing rendition of the Beach Boys hit, The Sloop John B., which, by the way, is a really easy song to play. As well as the record attempt, some of the biggest names in the ukulele circuit were performing at the festival.
George Hinchliffe of the Ukulele Orchestra of Great Britain.
And tell us, what do you think makes ukulele so popular these days?
Oh crikey, the usual thing we say is that the instrument is cheap, so it's like having a go with an instrument which only costs the same as a round of drinks, so that's fun. It's portable and you can sing at the same time.
Comedian Phil Jupitus told me why he was down at the festival.
It's an irresistible draw. It's like the salmon swimming against the flow of the rivers every spring to spawn. Such is the draw of the ukulele to those who play it. So we've all been gathered here, and I don't know that there's another time in my life I'll ever be in a financial square in London with 1,000 ukulele players. And so from that point of view alone, it was an irresistible thing to take part in.
In the end, we broke the record. All 851 of us, in fact. Playing together with all those people was one of the most enjoyable experiences of my life. At the end of my ukulele journey, I felt that I'd reached a new beginning, a new instrument that I'll learn to play and enjoy for many years to come. The little ukulele. So universal, so simple, so delightful.